What's going on? It's your boy God by 2009. I got my boy, my longtime friend, Wake the Hell Up 7. What's going on, man?
I'm chilling, man. What's good with you?
Everything going lovely, man. Been able to get a lot of Google Hangouts, knocked out. Been able to get a lot accomplished. Everything's pushing forward, and I just wanted to bring the people, into understanding how to stay motivated and be progressive in their life and the steps they got to take in order to succeed.
Right.
So,
that's definitely true.
Yeah, and what would you say is a good place to start for people in order to first? Let's talk about the motivation. What is it that kept you motivated, even though you had the naysayers and the haters? Like, what was it that kept you motivated and to persevere?
Well, basically, when I first started this channel, I had 11 subscribers back in 2013. Really started me to like videos more to do is when I started talking about relationships and traveling back in 2015. I got more serious into doing YouTube. At the first time, it was just for fun. When I started seeing that people's lives was changing based on my fortitude of my experiences that I shared with the people, I said, you know what? This will be a great place to connect. What it is that a lot of men, and mostly women, but more men, are very unawkward social with themselves. You have to get out that awkward situation to be very approachable. A lot of men don't like to be approachable.
Right.
By their peers, either by their peers or by women. And women could pick up on energy of a man based on his way of doing things, how he approaches other people. Women watch when you go different places, how you interact with workers, with people that's clients, how you interact with men to men talk. You could have disagreements. Yeah, if you socially awkward, nobody really wants to deal with you, not even your own family.
Yeah.
Be stay in the cage for the rest of your life and expect something to come to you. So when you're a cub, you want to learn from the mama cub in terms of how to interact, and you want to learn from the father cub to become more vocal, to become your own leader eventually. Now, when the cub is keep tearing off the mama and the father bear, go out. I'm talking about the males, not talking about the females, talking about the males. When they stay at the certain place for a certain amount of time, it takes them a lot longer to progress. That's why they like to argue, known YouTubers, back and forth, because if they're degenerate, still have attachments to their mother and father, say, you know what, the father tactics. Let me be my own father so I could have a woman as the mother of my kids. This stuff goes back to stemming into watching bullshit. They don't want to educate themselves. They don't want to better themselves. And so the keyboard warriors. And so when I just ignore them, and I keep doing what I have to do, that's why I got better people, now subscribers, who are very motivated, who goes out and handle their business, who don't waste their time, continue to do what they have to do, like myself. I've been through my ups and downs. At the end of the day, I don't put it on somebody else. I learn how to become more vocal and be more appointed and put things to the side, the petty issues to the side, and let's work to do something more special. Once these guys start doing that, then they'll start getting women that they really want. They're not going to get what they want until they look at themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, I have to fix myself. I have to be the line that I'm supposed to be.
And I want to let everybody know I can see your comments this time, because I know a lot of y'all been trying to chat with me the last couple of videos. I can finally see your comments. So if y'all want to chat with me and Wake the Hell Up 7, we can both see you and talk to you. If you want to join, which many of you don't, but if any of you want to join, you are more than welcome. You just let us know in the comment section, and we'll send you an invite, and you can join the discussion. But go ahead and continue. Wake the Hell Up 7.
I'm going to go to the chat room right now. So Basically, before I go to the chat room, basically all I could tell you is this: the numbers don't lie. If your numbers is on point and your circling is on point, you will interact with those who you're supposed to really interact with. You got to let go of the past. Learn from your past, deal with the present, and focus on your future. Let me say that again. Learn from your past, deal with the present, and focus on your future. What are your status quo to get involved, to get involved with by the end of this year? One of the things that I want to do is get ready to move to the island real soon. And how I'm going to do that? One of the ways I'm doing that is doing the sports betting. I work for the city, trying to put as much money to the side as possible. I'm dealing with some lovely ladies who are very supportive of me, and I'm supportive of them. And we're working together. And also, I'm interacting with clients from different walks of life to build their social engineering up so that they don't have to be grunting all the time. It's very tough for a man when he's mostly alone all the time. It hurts. Yet in order for you to fulfill that role of a woman acquainting your needs, you got to take care of your wants first before you get your needs taken care of. See, a lot of guys, when they see a woman, oh, I want that now. You're not doing no research. You're not explaining yourself to her properly. How is she going to take you serious if you don't explain yourself properly?
And the thing is, you were talking about how these guys, they want to challenge you and they want to question your intelligence and your integrity, but they're not willing to take the same steps to do the same thing or even half the work that you're putting in. So how can they, discriminate or be prejudiced against what you're saying? How can they challenge you and they're not willing to do half of the work?
That's because they're still under their mother's oppression. A lot of them still under their mother's oppression or auntie's oppression or their sisters. Females, believe it or not, fellas, be putting these guys to go against the men that's waking up and knowing the truth. Most of these women, they'll tell their husband or their beta husband, whatever the case may be, he'll send her a link and say, oh, look at God Body 2009, wake the hell up 7. You know what? You make sure you argue with him. If you want some of this cookie, you want to argue with him. Go back and forth. And I could tell by people's writing when they're upset and when they're not upset. Because I used to run a business in terms of a store back in the day. And when people would write to me or tell me what's going on, I could look through their eyes and tell them if they're lying or not. So with that managerial experience and supervision experience I had, and working at the tennis place, expand my plan book big time when I work at the tennis place, doing the media thing and the security thing over there. I learned so much about myself, but most importantly, dealing with thousands and thousands of people. And you got to have that mindset to learn how to make sure the environment is calm as possible, because you're going to have different spirits dealing with every day. Accolade. Some of them, they'll just give up. I learned I'm a social person, and because I've been outside of America for a certain amount of time too, that really helped out to make my social skill even more so. So if these men do that, then they'll be good to go.
But I had one question, because I was just at a Caribbean restaurant less than 2 days ago, and I appreciated being taken out, whatever, but it was like everybody was in their own world. Everybody seemed to be self-absorbed. They seemed to be very distant from each other. Everybody was almost like they had a social anxiety. I was the only one that was having a good time. I was like, man, regardless of what nobody does, I'm saying, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time worrying about what other people are doing. And the crazy thing is, it was just like you told me, like other people was with their girlfriends or with their wives, and they see me doing my thing, but they husband, they see looking at their husband, whatever, they sitting there, they scared to be themselves and they scared to let their voice be heard. They looking at me, across the table while I'm not paying them no mind, but I can see they looking at me while he talking to them. They looking over there, they looking at me. And I'm like, damn, where the respect at? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
Right.
It's like What do you think it is about that? Why people are so self-conscious to have a good time because they care about what somebody else think in social events?
Because they have to take notes. They have to take notes to improve their miserable relationship with the person they with, and they see you happy, whoever you with, and so what they have to do is take notes and try to, instead of approaching it the way they're supposed to, they can't let go. They love drama. A lot of these people that's in relationships, they love drama. They're infatuated with it, and so because your spirit doesn't match with their spirit in terms of drama, because you're not from 3D. You already left 3D a long time ago. You have a woman on your side or a woman you're talking with that's on the same level as you, if not more in most cases, losing their goddamn minds. They can't believe that they don't see you with everybody all the time. So when they finally see you with somebody, what? What the hell is going on? He's with such and such. They can't believe it because they didn't put in the work, focus on their relationship. They're worrying about somebody else's relationship. That's why they can't go nowhere. They ain't 3D. That's what you gotta expect from these 3D shines.
It's almost like, and let me explain. It's like, I'm gonna use a terminology. It's almost like being in a box full of black, gray, and white crayons, and you the rainbow color crayon. It's like you stick out of everybody. It's like everybody, nobody wants to be different. Nobody wants to be an individual. Nobody wants to stick out. Nobody wants to let their voice be heard. Nobody wants to be different. Everybody wants to do the same shit, read the same shit, watch the same dumbass TV channels, listen to the same dumbass music, do the same bullshit, work the same miserable ass job. Like, fuck that. I'm not trying to live like that.
Yeah, they do that. They definitely do that, man. They don't want to improve other things outside of work. Like I told you before, I do the sports betting, and I got clients. I make revenue different ways. OSHA license for the building, because when I go down, I'll be having that license that goes besides me doing the sports betting with the conscious one. So people have to do different things to make different revenue. A lot of these people are satisfied just staying at one place. They're not social enough. That's why they won't go outside of what they know. So to get what you want, there's no getting around it. If you want certain things, you got to know how to talk, quiet. You got to know when to be observant. And once they see that, they're going to put you on. They're going to put you on to some things that you thought you could not get put on to.
Cause it's almost like from what we were talking about, Rollo, it's like, like that bullshit that Steve Harvey be talking about, do everything she wants you to do, be a beta male, kiss ass. It's like the truth is the opposite of that. They don't want you to do everything they tell you to, because they don't even respect that type of shit. They don't want you to kiss their ass.
I can't stand that goddamn shine. Let me get on that shine for a minute. Steve Harvey, that pussy ass motherfucker, man. Your supporters have watched when I did that Steve Harvey's a simp. Let me tell you something, Shine Liberal. You're with one woman. You had a good woman in the beginning, nigga, and you just can't. You can't deal with your own eggs, and you're gonna come up with a book, females to go against their own jurisdiction. That's why your ass left Chicago, because the black folks got tired of your punk ass, and you went to Trump to try to get some support. And he's sick. You gonna write a book like 90 days, and you go out there tricking on these females that used to work for you.
Because even though they're in the same realm, how come you think like people like Oprah don't really respect Steve Harvey like that? Because she turned down his contract because he wanted to be a part of the Harpo Productions.
That he ain't hit that pussy. That's why he ain't want to hit. Had he hit it, she would have gave him to cookies.
And it's like he giving all this advice. Who the hell made him the love doctor all of a sudden? This nigga couldn't even keep his first wife. He need to sit his ass down.
Exactly.
Big lip,
Even
ugly
Oprah turned him down.
motherfucker.
He said that even Oprah turned him down, as wicked as she is. Even she turned him down. What's that say about his punk ass? She even know that he's a beta male. She even knows that.
They don't even respect that, do they, Roland?
No, but I mean, Self Oprah is married to, but he's a beta. What's his name? Statman.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a beta. He don't even show his face. He's so a beta male. He know he should be ashamed.
I tell you what though, he's probably saying, you know what? I could be a beta male, but I'm getting some of this millions, and he probably getting some young woman that she probably put him on to some.
He's probably, to me, he's just a
he probably got Gal. He probably got Gal on the low.
He's just something for the public to look at as, okay, she's with a man. So they don't blatantly say she's a lesbian. He's just a stand-in Negro. He's a stand-in shine.
Handler. Yeah, stand-in shine handler. Yep.
Yep. Cause it's too obvious to people like me and you. It's obvious. It's like what more proof do you need? But some people and that's another question I want to ask you. Wake the hell up! Like, why do people neglect the truth when everything that could possibly be the clues to the truth, everything that's leading to the truth is right in front of their face, but they still want to be blind? Like, why do people want to ignore it?
Because the Lord is not dealing with them, number one, and number two, they love drama so much that it continue to get worse for them if they don't want to change. They don't want to get uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable means responsible for your actions. Everybody that you know ain't gonna be around you, and the people that's supposed to be around you, yet they supposed to be around you.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that the Lord wants you to be dealing with. It comes to a time in life you got to let go of the old you, and they don't want to let go. So that's why they're not going to see
it. And like, why do so many people get, even though you're trying to help and make, productive people, and you're trying to open people's eyes and you're trying to lead them towards the right spiritual health that they really need to be at, and you're trying to help them prepare for this welfare that we are about to face, why do people still get angry with you as though you're their enemy?
It's interesting you talk about the welfare situation. That's supposed to be going on this month, correct?
Right.
They love to be pampered. This country has pampered too many of our people, and mostly more men and the women. And now that certain things are not going to be there for them, social. We are the most anti-social country in the world, believe it or
Absolutely.
not. As much progression of wealth that this country has taken from our people during the slave time, people too, because most of the Caucasians are not reaping the benefits of like people think they are. Because we are anti-social, that's why we behind time than other countries. Person do not know how to conversate with one another more than 5 minutes. I'm talking about building something positive.
Yeah.
If it's going to come out of that conversation when you talk to an average person in America.
Right.
To a female, he talking good talk, yet something he going to say going to turn her off, or something she's going to say is going to turn him off. There's no dialogue here. Everybody wants to rush. And when you rush,
I'm gonna let you keep talking. I don't mean to cut you off. Wait the hell up. Let me just get my charger. I'm gonna keep letting you talk to the people. I'm just getting my charger right quick.
All right. Yeah, so when you basically rush into a relationship, fellas, with a woman, she's going to be turned off right away. Give her time to see what type of person you are. Vice versa with the woman. Take it easy. Marinate. Together, the marination gets more better, more infatuated. Part comes as time goes on. A lot of people in the elites overstand this. The people, the 1%, when they have children, they have powerful children. How they have powerful children? They take their time. They study environments. They learn how to get people to go against each other. You want to use that same methodology on the right instead of get yourselves off the liberal plantation. Go. Get off that liberal plantation mindset. It's killing your relationship. It's killing your. This is why they had that fucking video of these ratchet females want to suck this, suck that, because the liberals.
Oh yeah, you talking about that? You talking about that? You talking about that? Get the dick challenge bullshit.
Liberals. Let me say this again. Sex in the bedroom. I'm talking about sex in the mind and productive sex of getting the woman to be into you, or the woman getting into you in the mindset. They don't know how to do mindsets. So you could be doing your thing with the woman, but if you don't know how to mindset her, or she don't know how to mindset you, it's gonna be dry fucking relationship. You're gonna argue every fucking day. Man, get off that liberal plantation. It's gonna kill you.
And let me add one thing, brother. Why is it that I know the channel, I know this answer, but I wanted you to answer it for the people that's really listening. Like, why is it that a lot of these people that's real wealthy, they always find themselves resorting to looking at the middle class man, or the man that's really trying to make something of himself in, when it comes to, you know, getting women or knowing how to dress and work and staying in shape? How come the middle class man like surpasses the wealthy man, even though the wealthy man has more resources and more money? How come the middle class man is more healthier and more in shape?
Because it goes back to what I said. Their mind is liberal. They're not of the Lord. They of Satan. They of confusion. And they want as many people to be confused with them. They have, outside of what they know, they don't really know anything. They learned that from people like us. I did a video earlier today. I have a couple of clients that are very successful. They got a business in Brooklyn. They stay in Jersey. Things I explained to them is that you can't judge a book by its cover. Just because a person have a certain attire, you may not like it, doesn't necessarily mean the person is not intelligent enough to conversate with you and can help you. They passed a person that owns 7 restaurants, a brother that owns 7 restaurants in New York. This guy is very successful. He did a certain amount of time in prison, and he changed his life around, and he has a successful business and a nice lady with him. And they judged them based on their attire. When they called them, have a website. They are like a practitioner. But the brother knew about practitioner. He's very good and intelligent when it comes to numbers in Wall Street. That stuff. He say he's not into sports betting, but he stays what he knows. Everybody got their own way of making money on the side.
Yeah.
When they saw the research that he did and the petitionary that he did and his woman did, they regret, because that would have helped them more. So a lot of these wealthy people are not intelligent to learn how to control the masses, because the masses always want to get help from the government.
Yeah.
Once you learn it's more miserable than you, and most of these elites are more miserable than you, be around them. You want to, they know you love, they see the thing is they already sold their soul. When you sell your soul, you're never going to be happy. Because the devil is knocking on your door every day. Like Chris Brown never talk about. They don't have no mirrors. They have a lot of people staying in their house. They can't look at themselves in the mirror. Have a lot of people stay in their house. They have to have a. It's nothing wrong with, because Solomon had. Let's use Solomon as an example. Solomon is Christ. Solomon had the most biggest military and the most entourage in the Bible. depressed. Even though he was ruling Israel, time he was depressed.
Yeah.
Solomon. So destroy you if you're not with the Lord. If you don't have any salvation mentality, that wealth and the people around you could destroy you. That's why they're miserable. So when they see you doing your thing and you happy, going to try to destroy that you have, because they're never happy with themselves. That's why you got to separate yourselves from the wicked. Now, there were successful rich people like Abraham and Jacob, which is Jacob, and also the governor, not Governor Nathan. What's the other guy's name in the Bible? It's another governor.
The governor, you're not talking about Saul, are you?
So I know he was in charge for a certain amount of time before he became Paul. I'm trying to think.
Was it a prophet or was it one of the harlots?
After Nathan, it was Nathan. No, it was Paul, but he was after
Nimrod?
Paul. He was a governor.
King Nefertiti, something I can't think of his name, man.
Nehemiah. Yeah, Nehemiah.
Okay.
He was helping his people, but his own people, his own constituents, was trying to set him up because he was being right. But you do have some that are right, and you could tell that their health is much better. Our health is much better than them. It's because they sold their soul. And Satan and his cronies eat at you all the time.
And the crazy thing is, those same people that's wealthy, they're stuffing themselves with the same poisons that they try to put in our food. They end up eating more of it than us. That's the crazy part about it. And a lot of times, I used to think like, oh, when I get grown, I want to just have my feet kicked up. I don't really want to work hard. But as I got older, I realized that me working hard, even though I'm busy all the time, it keeps me busy, keeps me stimulated, and it also keeps me very healthy, and it keeps me in shape. If you sit on your ass all day, and like these liberals that's up in the White House are, that's owning these big businesses and that's wealthy, a lot of them out of shape. A lot of them are falling to pieces. They stay taking medications. They stay in the pharmacy. They stay in the hospital getting surgery, 100 different surgeries. Like, so how can they be doing better than us if they always in and out of the emergency room? How can they be doing better than us?
Exactly. And they always want your organs too, trying to steal people's, things of kidneys and all this other stuff. They never gonna be happy. First condition when we in this kingdom, whoever's elected, they're gonna live worse than animals. They show you that I forget the name of the movie, living better than in the second coming.
Yeah.
Have no soul, man. A lot of these people have no soul whatsoever. That's why they're not gonna be entering the gates.
Absolutely.
That's why they talk about it in their music. If you really listen to the music on a higher level, you can hear the Jay-Z's in them. They sing the kingdom, yet they're not going to be able to enter into it because they're not telling the people the full truth of how they got to where they at. That said, not every person that's in the industry sold their soul. No.
Do you think, like, I know this is kind of way off topic, but do you think do you remember Big L from Harlem, the rapper Big L from Harlem? They got a memorial painted out there on I think it's on 130.
Harlem, yeah, Big L, yeah.
Yeah, like
right, Big L, yeah, that's correct.
Do you think he was aware of the people he was surrounded by? Do you think he realized how dark the shit was and tried to back out of it and it was too late?
Yes.
Because if people don't remember, he was hanging around Jay-Z before Jay-Z even was big time. Him and Jay-Z was like this. Jay-Z don't even speak on him. You won't never hear his name come out his mouth because he know the truth. He know how that man did.
Remember the last album he did with Fat Joe and them Twins cover. He talked the
Yeah.
truth in that, and they had to let him go because of that. He talked a lot of truth in that album with Big Pun. Him and Big Pun was about to do something people in the industry was not going to allow it to happen. You guys had some heavy hitters in 98, 99. They was definitely a Big Pun.
And like
Big Pun was the real deal. Big Pun was he was the conservative. He was a conservative man. Like
yeah,
he really, like,
he never moved out the
know.
Bronx either. He lived in the Bronx up until he died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was about to. His thing was this. He was trying to get his lady at the time that's still around, and his. I think he got a son and a daughter, if I'm not mistaken, or just a son.
Yeah, he got a son and a daughter.
He tried to get them. He tried to get his peoples. Let's leave down to Miami. He loved the Miami a lot, and he loved California. Even though he stayed in New York most of his life, like you said, it's Avatar, California, like Biggie did and Tupac. People love the West Coast, even to this day. You talk to a lot of people on the East Coast, it's just more of business. Man, it's sky's the limit, man. You know, your health is more up to par.
Yeah.
It's not there. I mean, even though they're doing the chemtrails everywhere.
Oh yeah, tell the people about that. A lot of people don't understand about that, Rollo. Let the people, you know, that's really stepping out. This is their first time really stepping outside the box, and they really don't understand what that is. Like, explain to the people about the poison that they spraying in the air.
Yeah, the East Coast is more sprayed than the West Coast, because even though the West Coast is sprayed, you got mountains and you out in the country. Basically, they want to lower your IQ. Have become the most dumbed down society in the history of all fallen civilizations. This one is more dumbed down than Greece, Romans, the old Romans, and it's more worse, and Egypt. All those kingdoms have more intelligence. They allowed the feminists and the gays to take over. This is the most dumb. You could ask people a certain question, like there's videos out on YouTube. People don't even know the name of the presidents. And like of the controller, they don't even know who's their mayor. They don't even know none of that stuff. But they know about these songs though.
Cause I just be seeing the way people be acting.
They know that.
Like they be acting so weird, like the way they act, the way they drive, the way they eat, the way they talk to you. It's just very bizarre. Especially once you step out you really step out like me and you, because me and you are pretty much almost 8 years outside the box. So we are far away from the thinking of the normal everyday man. It's like talking to these people, man. I get more sense talking to a 5-year-old child than talking to a 50-year-old man that's a liberal that's in the society, man. It's like these people are dumbed down to children, man. They worse than children.
Yep, they sure are.
They don't even know what simple stuff mean. They don't know what's going on around them. They don't know anything. They just, it's just like, it's dumbed down, man. Like nobody wants to stand up for nothing no more. It's like when people finally get mad about shit, it be about dumb shit. They don't stand up for stuff they really should be pissed off about. It ain't nothing wrong with the anger of the society, but they don't even know where to pinpoint the hell. They don't even know what direction to put their anger in. I think that shit it's crazy, man. It's like you get mad. You get like let me explain this. It's like you get mad because a police officer. You know, you should be angry. You know, when a police officer kill one of us. But you should be even more angry when we killing each other by the thousands all across America. We killing each other every day on the streets of Chicago, Detroit, LA, New York City, Florida, New Orleans. We are killing each other like animals, but we won't say shit about that.
That's definitely true. I agree.
It's okay if we kill each other, but if a cop kill one of us, we ready to fucking have a riot. But if we kill each other, if one of us kill hundreds of each other, be like, okay. nobody really cares.
And the expectations in this country are very low. The average person of a man, they will not give you a direct answer. They don't even know the definition of expectations or change their environment. They don't know nothing about that. And this is the reason why we know this is the end of, we are closer than what we think. What's going on? Prepare themselves. And it is what it is, man. You know, the wheat shall separate from the tare. Fortunately, that's written and it shall be done. All I can tell you guys, yourselves right. You know, whatever woman you're dealing with, whatever conversation you have, you got to stimulate her mind so that she can stimulate your mind. You guys, you know, more social than ever before, especially in a state of emergency, like that video I did with Lady Mocha now. You got to prepare yourself for the unexpected, you know?
And it seems like we really, people are really starting to wake up. People are really respecting what we're doing. They really understand how serious we are because, you know, I'm not, and at the same time, we're not begging anybody, but once you put true facts into a person's face, you know, they can't, you know, the person that's really open-minded, they're going to see it for themselves, you know what I mean? And people really can see authentic people. People can tell the fake. It's people that still really understand what's real and what's not, you know, what's authentic and what's fake, you know what I mean? And but the majority, man, if you're not putting out junk, they're not going to eat it. If it ain't junk food, they don't want it.
Right.
I'm trying to give them something healthy that's going to keep them alive, but they rather continue to eat the poison from the system. I don't understand it.
That's definitely true, man. Definitely true. So it's just like you watch, you know, college football. You're in the crowd. And out in the crowd, you have to do something to make the crowd see that you know what you're doing, especially when you play on the football field. You have to read the defense. You have to read your opponents and how to cover that strength so you don't get attacked. That's what you're going to have to understand when it comes to relationships, guys. Some women are going to give you, some guys can't deal with raw material females. So if you can't deal with raw material females can actually help you to where you need to get to. You know, just be you. If you say you know how to talk to women, you know how to conversate, take your time, chill, relax, let her do most of the convo, and then you combinate with her conversation, you're good to go. It takes time.
And I got one more question before we wrap this up or whatever. Like, I can understand the people that's a part of the elite or whatever not wanting to be on camera because they have so many people and handlers watching them, and they fear for their life and they fear what's going to happen to them. They fear for their career. They work for these, you know, liberal shine companies, and they scared people going to see them, and they don't want their voice to be heard because they so damn scared. But how come regular everyday people that really don't have much to lose, how come they are so scared to let their voice be heard? What the hell are they scared of? Most of these people act like they so tough and they so strong and so independent. But if I ask your ass to get on camera for 5 minutes, you turn to a fucking baby.
Remember, they got to get permission from their so-called friends and family and all. It's just, people love drama, man, and unfortunately,
it's almost like they've been dumbed down to a statue of a child, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You know, don't even let it get to you, because they'll come around eventually. You know, ladies, I'm gonna say this to you, Godbody. You'll get some ladies on, man. Let them keep filling you out, because what they do is, take this from me, let them watch the videos, let them study you, and you're gonna get some fine women on, man. I know you will.
You gotta check out the one I did with my homegirl.
I can't wait to see it too.
Did you watch it?
I can't wait to see how you. Which one?
The one I did with Brown Mocha, I did with my friend Brown Mocha. She came up on my page. Did you watch the video yet?
No, I didn't. You when you did that video?
I did. It's a couple of videos before the ones I did. I did that like early Saturday. I did that Saturday morning. You got look in my video list. You're gonna see it. It's gonna say me talking with Brown Mocha. You got
you have okay, you have on Brown Mocha. Okay. I'll check it out.
She one of my first female guests, and you know she did a good job. You should check her out, man. And please like the video, cause I appreciate it. She was really shy at first, but she said, you know, the way I carried the situation, just like you said, make them feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Be very presentable. You know, let them know you know, you in control of the situation, that you're not on some silly shit. You know what I mean? And they don't mind. They won't mind coming on.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely want you to check it out, because I know you've been waiting for me to have a little lady for a long time. So I know you got to check that out. Cause you know it's you know they really shy, man. But you know, just like you said, they come around eventually.
Yep. All right. Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it, man. This has been a great conversation once again, man. So you guys make sure you support this guy, man. So Jared, make sure you subscribe to his page. Many of you that's watching, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Guy is starting to, you know, grow his, you know, viewership and stuff like that, and talking with people from other countries. That's good, you know. So yeah, man. Like I said, man, the ladies will come on, man. And two at the same time. I want to see. I know you talk to women. I want to see how you can have two on at the same time. That would be very interesting. Two on the same time.
Yeah, you know, I did. I actually was talking to two of them, but they didn't want to be recorded, man. I'm like it's defeating the purpose of what we doing if it's not going to be seen by everybody. Like,
yeah.
I gotta find me. I gotta find somebody with tough skin, man.
Well, you got some good women supporters on your channel, so you know, talk to them, man.
Yeah, some very intelligent women, very beautiful, intelligent women on my channel, and also yours too. And y'all don't forget to check us out. Check me and my boy Jump Pal and my boy Wake the Hell Up 7 next Tuesday.
Yeah, you coming on the Hangout Tuesday, right?
Yes, sir.
As you know, the buffoonery and soonery in liberal chicken shine is at an all-time high. Thanks for having me on God Body 2009.
Yes, sir. And shout out to my boy Gerard for tuning in with us and chatting with us on the. You know, we should get you on one day. We got to get you on here, man. So I appreciate all y'all for tuning in and like, subscribe. Definitely check out my boy Wake the Hell Up 7. And you know what I mean, we done already done this a couple of times, but I want to make sure that the new people that never really seen you, you know, and Rollo, I think you had toned out. I think Rollo we done lost Rollo. Hold on. I want to make sure I get him. I want him to promote his little page, and I'm gonna try to get him back up here. Y'all just give me y'all bear with me. Y'all know how that go. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. Ain't too much we can't handle. You know what I mean? We just gotta be patient. Which I don't have too much of, but that's another story. Y'all hold on. I just want to get him up here one more time because he had blacked out. So I want him to say his closing words and his closing remarks, and then we're gonna end this. But I'd like to thank y'all for definitely tuning in to me and my boy, you know, Wake the Hell Up 7. And we definitely gonna do so much more for y'all. We got so much more headed in the store for y'all. I don't know what happened to his connection, but you know how these crazy phone lines are. But it's all good. I'm definitely gonna get him back up here. Check his channel out. Wake the Hell Up 7. WTHELLUP7. Let me make sure I'm saying it right because I don't want to mispronounce his page because he'll get hot with me. It's WTHEHELLUP7. Check him out. You know, subscribe, like, He talks about different political issues with the Black community. He talks about relationship advice. He talks about politics. Talks about everything across the board. So definitely show him some love. He a very intelligent brother. He been doing this, you know, not even that long, probably about a couple of years, and he's so far ahead in his thinking. So y'all definitely show that brother some love and support, man. But it's all good.
Yeah, yo.
Oh, there you go. I got him back in here, people. I got him back in.
Yeah, I hung up because, you know, I would say peace out to the chat room. So this is Wake the Hell Up 7, y'all. Wake the hell up, wake the hell up, wake the goddamn hell up, wake the goddamn hell up. My channel is Wake the Hell Up 7. WTHEHELLUP. Put the number 7. And as you know, once again, the buffoonery and soonery in liberal chicken Shineville is at an all-time high.
Definitely.
I'm out.
I'm out. All right. Peace, everybody.